Okay, hello, how you doing? Sorry I'm a bit late. There we go. Yeah, sorry I'm a bit late. I had lost track of time while I was doing some work. But anyway. We good? Oh my god! Hi there! Why did I save it so like that? Okay, so we've done Grunt's thing, his companion quest. Now we just have to do what's the name? What's it called? Morden, his stuff. I'm just gonna listen to the stream real quick just to make sure there's no feedback stuff. What's it called? Morden, his stuff. I'm just gonna listen to the stream real quick just to make sure there's no. We're good. we're fine. How do I... Oh, I have to talk to the scout, don't I? Can we go up and talk to this guy first, or... Mechanic.
Welcome to the clan, not Grunt. Honored to be a part of it. Good for you. Now go find something else to do. Those fools brought this Tomka back from a skirmish without its combustion manifold. They say it got shot off in the field. You tell me, how can you expect a Tomka to run without a combustion manifold?
Any idea where I could find a combustion manifold?
Yeah, I can make one. Give me 3 days and a barrel of Ringcall. The one they lost is probably still out in the field. It's too much to expect them to collect it and bring the damn thing back.
I'm going out into the field. If I see a combustion manifold, I'll bring it back with me.
If you did, it would save me a lot of work. Maybe
Sunny disposition, sure.
Let me get out of your way.
Alright. I hope that's out in this mission because we've already done Grunt's one. I can't go back and do the proving again, I don't think.
Or did you just come to waste my time?
Yes, I came here to waste your time. Hey Juliet, how you doing? I guess we'll stick to the theme of these two here. Wait, oh. Fuck it. Didn't mean that. I wanted to see what Grunt's new outfit was, but that's fine. Oh, how you doing, Juliet? Ooh, big stretch. Ouch. Dylan Blair. That's no good. Well, hopefully we can distract you from that for a little while at least. What are we doing here? Is this... It's like to rescue someone, isn't it? I think. Oh, this place is lovely. Look at all this dust and the red sky. Oh, that's actually really bright. It hurts my eyeballs.
Time to fight.
Reload! What are you doing? I think we also need to try and find some more resources. I haven't had time to do that off the stream. If we find some element 0, I'm going to need that. But other than that, I can do the rest of that not on the stream. Oh, for God's sake, excuse me. Oh, Get out of here. sake. Move up a smidgen. What is... Ugh, I'm always getting stuck on what is... stuff. And by stuff, I mean my floor, apparently. Get out of here. Go on, get. Almost out of ammo already. God, that was quick. Whoa. Oh shit. Even the floor. It is. I don't have coffee at the moment, but the other day, or the other night I guess, I sat my coffee on the side, just as I usually do, and I brought my green screen around, and just to add insult to injury, not only did I knock my head on the bar that it's sitting, but the green screen dipped into the coffee and then like whipped me on the arm, so I just got this coffee spray down my arm. It really set the mood for the rest of the night. It was just like, oh, you wanna just like sit down and start streaming? How about this instead? It's just, are you fucking serious? That's pretty much how all my days go though, lately. At least I can laugh about it now. At the time I was fuming. Which is not a great attitude to have, this just before you hit the go live button. Oh shit. Oh man, I'm getting deja vu. Thinks you don't like games. Why? Why does he think that? We haven't fought these guys in ages. I hope they haven't gotten any stronger. Bye, bitch. Oh. There we go. Stream. You know what? I think, depending on, I guess, how tech savvy your dad is, a lot of people that are, you know, a little bit older that I've talked to don't even know what streaming is. So I've told a few people, not many, that I stream, they do the same thing. They laugh and it's just like, and the last few times I was like, do you know what that is? And they went, no. It's like, then why did you do, what's the little giggle for? Like, what the hell? That's not a response, that's just you being weird. Ugh. But I hope you've rectified that, being like, I actually do kind of enjoy them, funnily enough. Oh no, what's he got? Has he got... Is that the Geth shotgun? He's an IT technician. Oh my god, okay. So we can't use that excuse then. Oh, that's funny. That's very funny. Shit. Oh my god. Okay. Jesus. I don't like and play games at all. That's so weird. Do you like talk about them around him at all?
Feel the blood rage.
It seems weird that he would have no idea. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this a little bit differently, I think, because I'm getting rinsed. They know how to focus fire. Big time. Pew!
Wait.
There we go. Wow, that's really strange. I don't like hear quite a few Australians, clearly, we're a country, play games, but the attitude is very similar to that of like pretty much everyone I know. What is that? Where it's like games are for kids, and that's it, sort of thing. I hope it's not like that though. I feel like we should be growing out of that mentality by now. Seeing as how it's basically the same as like watching a movie or whatnot. And someone made a really good point. I was watching a video on the weekend, and someone made a really good point of how like people who don't play games usually only see one type of game, and that's like first-person shooters and things. So they never really see the other kinds of games, so that they always kind of assume that it's a very particular type of person that plays video games. And they said once you sort of show people that there's like platformers and you know, puzzle games and all that sort of other stuff, strategy, whatnot, they usually change their minds a bit. And I thought that was really interesting. But yeah, I hope it's not like because he just doesn't like the fact that you play games, because that's pretty old school. Oh, fuck me. Go away. Where did... Oh. Oh, good. I'm going to stay all the way back here so we can actually make some progress. How's that sound?
Just the thing to help.
See. Right. Okay. So I guess they really laid it on you then. Jesus. I can kind of understand why you feel bleh after that.
Time to fight.
Wow. Well, I can almost definitely say that they're wrong about that, Juliet. That's awful. It's very... Especially if you're already having a stressful week, you don't need that shit on top of it. Oh, what have I done here? Anyway. What am I stuck on? What's... Is that better? It's awful. I sort of have that same... I unfortunately still live with my parents. But I have that mentality as well. Oh. But it's sad that you, like... That's the reaction you have. But, not your fault. Not your fault at all. Oh, I didn't know he said that. He says, my kin charging. That's clever. Don't call it. Yeah, exactly. That's such like, it's a universal thing. They're like, maybe if I insult my child enough, they'll like me more. Well, that's where you're wrong, bucko. That's like, I really like that sound on Instagram and TikTok that was around for a while. Like, you just won our game of who's going to a retirement home. That made me laugh a lot because I can relate. I can relate. Oh, hello. Sorry. Hey, no, don't apologize. I'm it makes me very happy that you feel this is a safe enough place to rant. And that's what it's here for, honestly. If you need to de-stress and talk about it, then that's what I'm here for. And I have no qualms about it at all. I mean, you put up with my terrible gameplay, so you can do whatever you want. Oh god. Ugh. Case and mother flippin' point. Oh, you didn't. Oh my god. Just trying to see if there's any more ammo laying around. Good grief. Oh, good. Oh, that's annoying. Someone tie them myself. Then I mean, you must have the patience of a saint watching this gameplay. Oof. I don't think, at least personally, Divinity isn't too bad because it's kind of... the fights are sort of drawn out enough where you can... you know... you don't necessarily die too often during the one fight. But this one, oh my god. You two move up here. Whoops. No, move up. So, since the last time that we fought the Vorcha, I've had numerous armor upgrades, Medigel upgrades, shield upgrades, and it's still... It's like I'm wearing papier-mâché. Good lord. Whatever gun they're using, I want, because it peels through me like nothing else. What is that? Oh, sorry, that's my dogs. That's... I think someone new is in the house, because they don't usually sound like that. Ew. New people. What?
Enjoy.
Ugh. Now I gotta sneeze. He'd have the same reaction. A bark violently. Oh no, you mean the ill people. Yeah, you know what, to be honest, I do the whole growl and run away thing. It's weird, like and I think a lot of animals are the same. My dogs are the biggest softies on the planet. One's quite big. He's a bull terrier. Actually, no, is he? I think he might be a cross. He's a terrier cross something, and he's quite big and heavy. But the most damage he'll do to you is if he cuddles you too hard, because he weighs about 100 kilos. And the other ones are like very, very timid and just kind of love scritches. But they can be kind of like, they're very, very loud and not aggressive, they just bark non-stop against new people. And if I had a threatening bark, I'd probably do the same. The most I can manage is like a chihuahua. That's my growl. Oh, Warden just dropped like a bag of shit. I need him back, aren't I? I don't know who it's supposed to be. I don't really keep up with what's going on with everyone else in the house, so I have no idea who's here. Hopefully they don't. We tend to get quite a few unannounced guests, which are my least favourite of the guests. Good job, Shepard. Oh, I can save here. I really got to remember to do that. Oh, I also have the sniper, don't I? Oh, I've forgotten so much about playing this. Sheer stubbornness. That's funny. My dog, his name's Tigger, like the guy from Winnie the Pooh. Doesn't look like Tigger, but you know, that's what we named him. He seems like he has a lot of energy all the time, but he doesn't. It's like he puts it on, because there's a few times where I've taken him for a walk, and he's a very, very big dog. I'll have to find a picture of him. Like I said, he's very heavy. He's probably not quite, he's not 100 kilos, but he's very heavy. And we walk maybe 2 streets. I go up past my house to the road and then up again, and that's it. He's done. That's as far as he's moving for the day, and I've had to carry him back. Thankfully, not too far. But imagine carrying like a 40-kilo sack of potatoes. That's what it's like. He's got the tongue hanging out the side of his head and everything. It's like, you big liar. You're waiting, pestering me all day to go on this walk, and you're done into like 10 minutes. It's adorable, but it's just like, it's a bit much. He's not quite as bad now. But he's not a very active dog, even though I guess he wants to be. And he's not fat either, it's all muscle. Can someone get rid of this guy real quick? Okay. Oops. Wrong one. I don't know if that skill's even very good. I should probably stop using that one. You notice when I concentrate, I stick my tongue out? I don't know if you can see that. I thought I stopped that habit. Combustion manifold, nice. Spread all over the place. Great. There we go.
Repurposed Krogan Hospital. Sturdy, built to withstand punishment.
Oh, this one's actually kind of long. Oh shit, I forgot about that.
That body, human. Need to take a look. Sores, tumors, ligatures showing restraint at wrists and ankles, track marks for repeated injection sites. Test subject, victim of experimentation.
I like how they still call them track marks in the
I
future.
suppose there's a way to tell who this poor bastard was.
No tattoos or ID. Maybe slave or prisoner, maybe merc or pirate. Irrelevant now. Clearly part of Krogan tests to cure genophage. Humans useful as test subjects. Genetically diverse.
It is, isn't it? It's very convenient.
Wouldn't something native to Tachanka work better? Varen, maybe?
Yes, human experiments strictly high-level concept testing. Native Tuchanka fauna likely used later in development stages. Wise to delay use of Varen until necessary. Powerful bite.
What can you tell about their experiments from looking at the body?
Position of tumors suggests deliberate mutation of adrenal, pineal glands, modifying hormone levels, counterattack on glands hit by genophage. Clever.
It's something of a terrifying thought to like, if this ends up being true, that humans are like strangely genetically diverse compared to other kinds of life. That pretty much guarantees that we're going to be used as guinea pigs.
Do you think they're close to curing the genophage?
Can't say. Need more data. Conceptually sound, though. Genophage alters hormone levels.
Although this is like science fiction fantasy, so.
How are humans more genetically diverse?
More variable. peaks and valleys, mutations, adaptations, far beyond other life, makes humans useful test subjects, larger reactions to smaller stimuli.
I never quite understood why wouldn't all life have to be quite diverse now that I think about it? To, you know, get to this stage?
I know we can look much different from each other, but Asari have a wide range of skin tones.
No, ignore superficial appearance, down to genetic code. Biotic abilities, intelligence levels. Can look at random Asari, Krogan, make reasonable guess. Humans, too variable to judge. Outliers in all species, of course. Geniuses.
Of course, yeah, of course, we're always special.
Greater overall variety.
Experimenting on humans? That kind of crap is what makes Cerberus start to seem like a good idea.
Never used humans myself. Disgusting, unethical, sloppy. Used by brute force researchers, not thinkers. No place in proper
Mary Sue Space, oh my god.
Unsurprising.
I imagine you had to do some live subject testing while developing the new
There's, I think the reason for it is to be more relatable, especially here. You don't have a choice to pick them, so you have to be a human shepherd.
Simple rule, never broke it.
And I kind of wish in the what's it called? Andromeda, you could choose not to be human, but I think that was part of the whole game as well. All these alien species, and the only time you can choose to be different is when you play multiplayer.
Come on, we still need to find Malin.
Agreed.
Oh, excuse me. Stop yawning. Why's my phone keep going off? It's much more interesting to play as others. At least give me the choice. Although I know the story kind of hinges around this quite a lot. Someone posted a thing about Mass Effect 4 at some point.
You have shed our blood. By rights, you should be dead already. But Werlock Gold, the
Take
chief
different
of
aliens.
chiefs,
Well, that's true. Yeah, you could. You could be diverse in that matter. I think maybe that's how they made up for it, because all the human, well, some of the human relationship options are terrible.
Krogan don't generally let people go. What does Clan Werlock have planned?
If you walk away now, you can tell your children that you saw Clan Werlock before our blood pact conquered.
Especially when
the stars.
Shepard has the what do you call it?
Will destroy them. The Solarian will cure the genophage, and
The talky talk of a cardboard box.
in a sea of blood.
What do you call it when you have like the range? The emotion. I forgot the word for emotion. And all of them have big boobs. That is extremely convenient, isn't it?
It doesn't have to happen like this. I can understand.
Well, the only one that I know, so the Asari,
You have not seen the blood of children that never lived.
they explain that with like
We're wrong.
they use it's like a spiritual link basically, so everyone is compatible there. For the Solarians, there's no, they kind of just breed like rabbits. But for Tali and the what are they called, the Quarians, that's the only one where there's like, I think if you get into a relationship with her, not that it plays any real relevance to the story or anything, but she says like she has to take all these injections, like map out if you are not genetically, but like because she has a weak immune system, it could kill her to take off her mask and all this sort of stuff. So that's actually like a bit more close to what it could possibly be like. But everyone else is just like a free for all.
Half the galaxy sees the
Krogan,
victims.
sure, why
You
not?
start a war, you'll lose their support.
We have the
It's very like it's very convenient. I think a lot of sci-fi stuff
numbers
is.
in the millions. We will not need support. When we cure the genophage, Werlock Gold will rule all Krogan. The Krogan rebellions will be.
You talk too much.
See? The human cannot hit a simple target.
That's pretty messed up. I like how his buddies didn't help him either. They just stepped back. So uncultured. Speaking of Tally, actually, I think they changed how she looks in this remaster. I'm not sure if that's true though. I feel like I remember someone saying that when this first came out. Like she looks more human now or something. Oh my god, go away. Just as I was about to frickin' heal and bring Grunt back. Oh, I have.
Repurposed Krogan Hospital. Sturdy.
What is this save thing going on right now?
Test subject. Victim of humans useful as test subject. Wise to delay use of Krogan. Modifying hormone level. Makes humans use outliers in all species. Focus on Malin. Too late to help the dead.
Okay. Jesus. Didn't know. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of don't want to spoil it for myself in case that is how it is. Like she's changed somehow. And I feel like that's a weird thing to add. To like change though.
Appears they discovered Malin's work. Unfortunate.
If you care about the future of
When we
planet,
cure the genophage, Warlock Gold will rule
Yeah,
all
I
Krogan.
think I said last time we played this. This isn't a super impressive remaster, and if they one of the only things that they distinctly changed is Tally's appearance. Seems a little funky to me.
Feel the blood rain. You're hitting me, Shepard. Nothing can hurt me.
Oh my god. Someone want to, do something about that, or? Look at their little legs go. Ugh. Oh, they're both dead. Good job, guys. Thanks. God, they heal so quickly. You mother.
But Warlock Gold,
Appears they discovered Malin's work.
the Krogan, when we cure the genophage, Warlock Gold will rule all
Good.
Krogan.
No, that's kind of what I assumed that they changed, but I don't really know if it's that much better. Like the textures are probably like the character textures are probably a little bit better, I would guess. Miranda looks a little different too, actually. Now that she sort of has like a weirder head, if that's like she doesn't like look quite as good, actually. Like, she just looks a little bit disproportionate to what she did before. I don't know, I think, like, this isn't enough of a graphics upgrade for me to be like, you can't play the other ones anymore, you have to play this one. Which I kind of, like, it's pretty, I know it's 3 games in one, but it's kind of an expensive thing. Still $90 here, I think, or 70 or 90 or something like that. Still a lot of money. And there's so many bugs in this one, like, compared to the old ones. Like, we've gotten stuck in furniture that many times already. Enemies have gotten stuck in the walls. Enemies just not spawning. Didn't happen in the old ones.
Nothing can hurt me.
Get out of here. Oh, safe. Thank God. Yeah, it's all part of the difficulty.
Labs likely through there. They smell antiseptic, hint of dead flesh.
Just get us there.
If you want more high-res textures. No, especially when you can go online and get mods for them to add new textures. And they do probably an even better job. That way you can push your platform to whatever that it can manage with those mods. Whereas these are kind of just I guess a bit more high res maybe.
Active console may contain useful data. One moment. Genetics.
It's an interesting design choice to make it so that the higher the difficulty, the more likely that they can phase through walls to kill you.
Standard treatment factors. Avoiding scorched earth immunosuppressants to alter hormone levels. Good. Hate to see that.
Right.
Most people wouldn't be so casual about developing a sterility plague, Morton.
Not developing, modifying, much more difficult, working within confines of existing genophage, 100 times the complexity. Errors unacceptable, could cause total sterility, malignant tumors, could even reduce effectiveness, worse than doing nothing. Had to keep Krogan population stable, 1 in 1,000, perfect target, optimal growth, like gardening.
So 1 for every 1,000, is that the rate? Okay, assuming time. I lost track of time working, which doesn't happen often. But once again, when I streamed me doing that work, because it was such a clusterfuck and it wasn't my fault, it's happened again. So
Yes, could have eradicated Krogan. Not difficult. Increased mutation to degrade genetic structure further. Chose not to. Rachni extinction tragic. Didn't want to repeat. All life
still,
precious.
what kind
First demands
of birth rate do they have normally? If 1 in 1,000 is a good like replacement amount. Ugh. That's fun while working. No, more like I went big brain mode to try and get as much done as possible and completely lost track of time.
What was it like working on the genophage modification project?
You'll never hear me say ever, at least with this job I'm doing now, that I enjoy my work. Every day,
statistical analysis and
blowing my brains out seems to get more attractive.
data runs to cook overnight. Laughter,
Anyway.
ego, argument, passion, galaxy's biggest problem, massive resources thrown at us. Got anything we wanted.
Do you keep in touch with your old team members?
I'm gonna look it up actually.
All changed with deployment. Made test drop on isolated Krogan clan, hit rest of Tuchanka when results were positive. End of project. Separate ways. Watching it end, watching birth rates drop. Personal. Private. Not appropriate for team.
Okay.
Sounds like you were pretty important. How'd you go from that to running a clinic on Omega?
Wanted to heal people. Good use of last decade. Something easy.
Oh my god.
No ethical concerns. Understand rationale for modified genophage, right choice. Still hard to sleep some nights.
Maybe. Fingers crossed, So, Wiki says the females can produce up to 1,000 fertilized eggs in a year. Something else in there. So... Oh my god, so the genophage stopped 96% of births. But this one says that because Tuchanka is such a crazy place to live, most of those eggs probably wouldn't have survived anyway. I don't know. I mean, maybe. It says eggs too. I thought they were live births. But I didn't quite know they laid fucking eggs. Which is what that made it sound like. That wasn't the wiki, it was like someone talking about it.
Nuclear winter caused by Krogan before Solarians made first contact. Krogan choices
But then...
refuse truce during Krogan rebellions, expand after Ragnar.
So part of the whole thing why the Krogans want to undo this is because the Krogan numbers are, well, according to the Krogan, going down. But the Solarians are like very adamant that nothing's happening, that it's staying stable, which isn't correct because Krogans are going out and dying and like being mercenaries and things. And the Thresher Moors that seem to take up residence on this planet like a Krogan or two.
So if the Krogan banded together and formed a united government, you'd welcome that?
Yes, United Krogan saved Galaxy, destroyed Ragnar. Genophage, not punishment, simply alters fertility to correct for removal from hostile environment.
Right.
We're not gonna find male.
It's a very touchy subject. Like, the near sterilization of an entire race is a bit of a extreme measure.
Dead Krogan, female. Tumors indicate experimentation. No restraint marks. Volunteer.
Yeah, it's not exactly a great situation for them, is it?
Sterile Werlock female willing to risk procedures. Hoped for cure. Pointless. Pointless waste of life.
I didn't expect you to be disturbed by the sight of a dead Krogan.
What? Why? Because of genophage work? Irrelevant. No. Causative. Never experimented on live Krogan. Never killed with medicine. Her death not my work. Only reaction to it. Goal was to stabilize.
Yeah, but that's you. This is your fault by proxy.
Still unnecessary.
That's
Waste of life.
you don't get to make a near sterilization plague and just be like, my job here is done and I accept no consequences for what happens afterwards. That's not how this works.
Much direct contact with things like this. Did you come to Tuchanka after dropping your plague?
Yearly recon missions. Water, tissue samples. Ensure no mistakes. Superiors offered to carry it on. Refused. Need to see it in person. Need to look. Need to see. Accepted as necessary.
Morden's a good one though. He's not.
Remind myself when I run a clinic on a...
He's not one of the stalwart ones who's like, no, this is absolutely necessary.
Find your gods. Find someplace better.
I didn't expect spirituality from you, Morden.
Genophage modification project altered millions of lives. Then saw results. Ego, humility, juxtaposition, frailty of life, size of universe. Explored religions after work completed. Different races.
Oh my god.
No answers. Many questions.
Sounds like you were trying to deal with your guilty conscience. The doctor who killed millions.
Modified genophage project great in scope. Scientifically brilliant. But ethically difficult. Krogan reaction visceral. Tragic. Not guilty. But responsible. Trained as doctor. Genophage affects fertility. Doesn't kill. Still. Caused this. Hard to see big picture behind pile of corpses.
Yeah. So he's not blind to what's happening, which is good.
Can you really just rationalize it all away? How do you justify it?
Wheel of life. Popular Solarian concept. Similar to human Hinduism in focus on reincarnation. Appealing to see life as endless. Fix mistakes in next life. Learn, adapt, improve. Refuse to believe life ends here.
His armor. I have no idea what purpose that serves. I think it might just be a fashion statement.
Cannot end here. Could do so much more.
If you need this much soul searching to get over it, maybe the genophage was wrong.
Had to be done. Rachni wars, Krogan rebellions, all pointed to Krogan aggression. So many simulations, effects of Krogan population increase, all pointed to war, extinction, genophage or genocide. Save galaxy from Krogan. Save Krogan from galaxy.
Hmm.
You could have cured the genophage instead. Brought hope to the Krogan. They'd have rejoiced.
Assumes human reaction. Krogan stimulus response different. Harsh environment. Take chance to fight. Flee. Would have caused chaos on Tuchanka. Victor would have war economy. Bloodthirsty army. Galactic expansion only logical outcome. More war. Genophage saved lives. War would have ended.
The one thing about Krogans, though, is that they're able to live on planets that are uninhabitable by a lot of other people. Is that fire? So, that brought me off my train of thought. Someone's having a fire, or my house is burning down. Either one. And I think one of the solutions at the end of the third one is that they end up populating like all the planets that no one else can. Maybe I don't know if that's.
When you put it that way, you did the right
I don't
thing.
know if that's the right thing. I might have to go and check that actually, just to make sure nothing is on fire.
Not easy. Sometimes wish I wasn't as intelligent. Choice would have fallen on someone else.
I'm also going to make coffee, so I can
Fools.
maybe try and stop yawning.
Had to be me. Others might have gotten it wrong. Ready to go, Shepard.
Poor bastard. Alright, I'll be back in a second. Ask the local arsonist. Ugh. Well, you say that. There is actually, I think we do have one, because a little while ago, like last year sometime, one of the houses down the street burnt down because someone set it on fire, and they think it was like a meth lab as well. So yeah, so I think some meth exploded and burnt the house down, which is always fun. But no, we've got a fire pit outside, and it's like smouldering slightly because someone threw a bit of paper on there, and it was still hot from last night, which is crazy because it's so fucking cold at the moment. Oops. There we go. Politics halfway days. Yeah, I think they must do that to like sway the like bot wipeouts, because if you have a somewhat relatable name, it I guess it stops you from being deleted. Oh, there's a Krogan in here. But I noticed that the other day, actually. Similar. I noticed some of the names while I was downloading some more Avatar stuff, and the only reason I knew they're bots is because that they were in the chat when nothing was going on, and that's like no one's really going to be hanging around for 12 hours or whatever. I didn't do that. Get out of here. I mean, maybe. I think it's just random, like.
You killed the blood pack guards.
Who knows? They're there. I tried once to get when I first got it. I was really kind of annoyed. Maybe not annoyed. Maybe more worried about like what it would look like. So I went through and was like deleting so many of them, but it was like you would delete one and then 3 more would pop up. It was ridiculous, so I just gave up.
The chief scout told us to watch for you. We've taken out the guards. Get back to Erdnot.
I can't. The Werlock did things to me. Drugs. Injections. Said I was sacrificing for the good of all Krogan. Experiments to cure the genophage. Everything's blurry. Have to stay.
Morton, can you get him back on his feet? Stims, maybe? Something to bolster his
Oh my
immune
god.
system?
You don't understand. I'm not too sick to leave. I have to stay. They're curing the genophage. They're gonna make it all better. They have to keep doing the tests.
Caution check. Patient unstable, susceptible, brainwashed.
Why
Brainwashed.
do you want them to keep doing the tests?
This is my fault. I got caught. Wasn't strong enough. Not good enough.
Sorry, that's pretty loud.
This is the best I can do. This is all I can do. I'm not big enough to have a real shot with the females. I'll never have kids of my own. But if I help undo the genophage, then I mattered.
Oh, poor guy. Do I want to yell at him or do I want to be nice? I feel like I maybe want to be nice. Because I think if I choose the mean option, he's going to be like, "You're just feeling sorry for yourself, you son of a bitch." Although I am kind of curious. Let's go.
You've got a bruised ego.
Okay.
You got caught and beaten, so you tell yourself it was for something important.
Oof.
That's not true. I need to stay. They're gonna cure us all.
You're not a real Krogan. When a real Krogan gets knocked down, he gets back up.
I did. I got back up every time they hit me. So many times.
You're lying there right now like a Vorcha grubbing in the mud. You gonna just lie there, Vorcha?
Screw you, human. Nobody says that to me. Nobody keeps me down.
Damn right they don't. Now get back to Clan Erdnot and report in. Go. Go.
Are we gonna give him a ride back? We drove here in a car.
Fortunately, subject is unlikely to be contagious.
Or a truck. So. Oh. Oh, that's a cool symbol. Hopefully that's not an awful one.
Shepard, I'm detecting crates ahead that are holding unstable materials. A misplaced shot can cause a significant explosion.
Or a well-placed shot. Explosives useful. Burn through Krogan armor.
Trouble!
Should do the trick.
That was close.
Now you're dead!
Get out of here!
Close combat.
Automatic. Die.
Did that do anything? That did next to nothing. They're too tough.
Nothing can hurt me!
No, yeah, you've got this. I don't know. We wore one like visor thingy that opened up a bit, and you could see Shepard's mouth, but that was about it. Otherwise, you've got this on, and I don't really know how you can confer much empathy or emotion in general when you look like a fucking Death Squad soldier. Although it is pretty snazzy armor, I've got to admit. Do I ever? No. We're getting through. We're getting some levels though, thankfully. Finally.
I'll put them down!
There we go. Okay. Oh, can I save? Yes! Gotta be careful in this one. Saves have been pretty bad so far.
Gear up! Too late! Now you're dead! Watch it! Stand out for me!
Something to help.
Did that? Kill him! Thank you.
Ready for takedown.
I wonder if his shotgun's any good. Looks cool, but I don't know if it's doing much.
Nothing can hurt me!
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh, he looks cool. That's the leader, I think.
Just burn through any armor.
Charging!
You can basically just bully them when they get to low enough health. He does, what was it, gold? Warlock Chieftain gold? I do sort of wish you could get cool looking stuff like that for your companions. You kind of get just like a color change for their armor. Oh, or with Jack's armor you get a terrible jacket and a terrible pair of glasses that makes it look like a shitty punk rock thing from like the 80s. Some of the costumes aren't very good. That's all I'm saying. Questioned. He certainly had enough health to look like he'd be unkillable. Oh, that's like, actually when we played last time, we did Liara's mission. And one of the bosses in that had so much health, and she kept regenerating as well in like 4 or 5 stages. It was crazy. She had more health than any other boss, I think.
No signs of restraint, no evidence of torture. Don't understand.
She was nearly unkillable.
Such a smart man, Professor. You always had trouble seeing evidence that disagreed with your preconceptions. How long will it take you to admit that I'm here because I wish to be here?
He wasn't kidnapped. He came here voluntarily to cure the genophage.
Impossible. Whole team agreed. Project necessary.
How was I supposed to disagree with the great Dr. Solus? I was your student. I looked up to you.
Experiments performed here. Live subjects, prisoners, torture and executions. You're doing?
We've already got the blood of millions on our hands, Doctor. If it takes a bit more to put things right, I can deal with that.
You honestly think the experiments you did here are justified?
We committed cultural genocide. Nothing I do will ever be justified. The experiments are monstrous because I was taught to be a monster.
Morton, did you ever perform experiments like this?
No. Never taught you this, Malin.
Your hands are clean. What does it matter if the ground is stained with the blood of millions? You taught me that the end justified the means. I will undo what we did, Professor. The only way I know how.
Yikes.
What happens if the genophage is cured and the Krogan expand again? That'll be on your head.
We justified this atrocity by saying the Krogan would cause havoc and war if their population recovered. But look at the galaxy. Batarian attacks in the Traverse, Geth attacks in the Citadel. Is this a more peaceful universe? The assault on your Eden Prime might never have happened if we had let the Krogan recover. We'll never know.
How would a Krogan population explosion have done anything to stop Saren and the Geth?
An increased Krogan population would have forced the Council to take steps, likely involving colony rights in the Traverse. The Turian fleets would be vigilant for any military activity in the area. They might have stopped the Geth at Eden Prime.
Supposition. Impossible to be certain.
Don't you see? We tried to play God and we failed. We only made things worse. And I'm going to fix it.
I think there's a bit of a mental snap. 2 different examples of mental snaps here. Morden becomes slowly depressed and kind of seeks comfort in religion, where Malin goes the complete opposite way, has a psychic snap and then tries to undo what's been done in the way he's doing it anyway.
You talked about killing, but the genophage isn't lethal. It only affects fertility rates.
Krogan fight over fertile females. They become mercenaries or pirates because they see no alternative. They would be thriving in a cultural renaissance now had we not decided that this is what they deserved.
Inaccurate. Krogan population resulted in war. Simulations were clear.
I don't know if I believe that simulations can dictate everything.
Why work with Clan Weirlock? And how did you access the genophage data?
The data was easy to obtain. We all still had clearance. We were heroes. All I had to do was ask. As for the Weirlock, they were the only clan with both the resources and the commitment.
Erdnot has a larger camp than Weirlock. Why not use them?
Erdnot Rex is too soft. He wasn't willing to do the experiments I needed. It's Erdnot's loss and Weirlock's gain. Their clan will be the first to recover from the crime we committed.
Malin clearly doesn't need rescuing. What do you want to do?
Have to end this.
You can't face the truth, can you? Can't admit that your brilliant mind led you to commit an atrocity.
Unacceptable experiments. Unacceptable goals. Won't change. No choice. Have to kill you.
Oh.
Apologies, Commander. Misunderstood mission parameters. No kidnapping. My mistake. Thank you.
Don't worry about me, Morton. How are you doing?
Disappointed. Thought Malin better than that. Never suspected he'd go so far. Knew he was young, impressionable. Should have talked to him after. Gotten him through guilt.
It's easy to miss someone else's needs when you're in the middle of your own soul searching.
Went to Omega. Tried to get away. Should have stayed. Right, wrong, irrelevant. Malin dead. Problem solved. Malin's research. Only loose end. Could destroy it. Closure, security. Still valuable, though.
If you think it could be useful, why not hang on to it?
Worked for years to create modified genophage. Should destroy this. Malin's work could cure genophage. Don't know. Effects on Krogan. Effects on Galaxy. Too many variables. Too many variables.
Keep the data. Better to have it and not need it.
Point taken, Shepard. Capturing data.
That's I quite like that saying. Better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
But
It's a very good
starting from scratch.
rule to live by, I
Ready
think.
to go. Ready to be off to Chunka. Anywhere else. Maybe somewhere sunny.
Sure.
Let's get out.
Let's go to the tropical beach planet where we can sip on margaritas and get terrible, terrible sunburns. I'm all pasty, so I burn like a I don't know, something that burns really easily.
Go to the clan leader. Heard not grunt. You go where you want.
Killed. Yeah, oh, I wonder. Maybe I should have saved him.
Increased his
Oh well.
Clan Werewolf. Based on population profiles, Clan Erdnot has adopted surviving members of Clan Werlock, mostly women and children.
Ah, intelligent move. Surprising from Krogan. Glad to see it.
In addition,
One of the children.
Oh, I cannot stand that. Why does it just evaporate the dialogue? Fuck me.
Place your bet on the pits, human.
For some irrelevant conversation in the back.
We've got him at the tent. Doesn't remember much beyond getting tortured, but he remembers you. Said you yelled at him until he got his hump out of that basin back here. You've got a quad, human. Thanks for saving my scout. Saves me having to train another one.
Talk to you later.
A quad? What's a quad? Is that the thing on their backs?
His handler was exiled. Don't touch it. If you're gonna stand there, make yourself useful. I can't do anything until I build a replacement manifold for this damn Tomka.
I found a combustion manifold out in the field. Is this what you need?
That'll work. Faster than building one from scratch, at least. You just saved me 3 days' work, human. You've earned my time if you want it.
How do you feel about what Rex is trying to do?
The old man's crazy if you ask me, which he just did. But that stuff fixes itself. If it doesn't work, Rex gets torn to shreds and we find out who's got the next best plan.
That's a fucking...
Favors.
That's a grim outlook on that.
They're not worth the effort.
I know, right?
You just can't help making trouble. No one has killed a Maw since my turn in the right. Next you'll tell me he's a Quint and crap's dark matter. Guess that's what it takes to replace me.
What's a quint? Sounds rude.
You are Erdnot Grunt. Welcome.
I need to go. We'll go over this in a
Well, Shepard. Shepard. What can I do for you, my friend?
Good to see you, Rex. Sure you can't come with us?
Wish I could. But I need to keep these short-sighted fools in line. Hunt well, Shepard.
God, his voice is a good one. Alright, I think we're pretty much done on Tachanka. I think that's all that there is to do here. Oops. Chang Commander. I mean, I don't know if it relates at all. Relates to Dragon Age, but only so there's like a few references here and there. Which ones do they look like? You know what, I was actually looking at the Divinity lore, like the way the games are set out the other day. It's a mess. Oh, hi.
There's the young hero, Erdnot Grunt and his victorious crowns. I have work for you if you want it, Erdnot Grunt. Just set the human aside and we can talk. Look around you, human. This is the Krogan homeworld.
Alright, jeez.
So unless you're Erdnot's friend who wants to sign on the dotted line, you can go back the way you came.
Oh my god, that guy can talk so loud we can hear him while we're flying away. Okay.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
It's so weird. She says that in the exact same pitch every time. She sounds like a GPS. Correctly. I mean, no, they definitely look similar. Part of ground, he was leaders to keep him alive. Here, have to stay polite, play the role, but our people are dying. Krogan have always provided survival over tradition. If they're going to survive as a people, we need your vat-grown grunt. Akir was a madman, but he was a madman with a plan. That's more than most have on this ball of rock. So bring him back from your goddamn mission. My people need him, and if you all get killed, I'll piss on your graves. Charming. Alright, told me to send this on Neff's mother Diana. Who's Neff? Oh, I see. Neff. She
What's this area of the ship?
is the mum of the girl that the Arduct Yakshi killed. Otherwise known as Morinth. Or Ardat Yakshi. That's such a cool name, Ardat Yakshi. Anyway. I like words. Do you know my favourite word? Crimson. It's not really relevant to anything, but I like saying and hearing the word crimson. Just rolls off the tongue. Anywho. It was random, wasn't it? This is the wrong floor. What was it? Crimson Lake. What's Crimson Lake? We don't have any cool, like, area names here. Sorry, I don't know what that was. Crimson Lake. It's a book. 418 pages. Good lord. Oh, excuse me. Let's go and talk to Jack. I guess we should probably go and recruit Tally at some point, shouldn't we?
Hey,
We need to discuss our relationship.
I said I want to think about everything. I just... You know what it's like to think you're alone and find out you're not?
Pretty much, yeah.
You don't have to agree so fast, you fucker.
Wow.
If you need to think, I can wait. For a while.
This is so strange for me, and you just keep pushing.
Yeah, it's a very subtle thing.
You're weird, Shepard. That kind of gets me off.
Nice. What? Why am I lagging? Oh, so today, just today, I've had about 4 blue screens. While I... Oh my god. while I was just doing other stuff, while I was doing my work, I had this on to have stuff on in the background. And during that time, it has crashed 4 times. So if I disappear, I just like gone. It's because I've got another fucking blue screen. And I looked it up. Apparently I'm not the only one having that issue. It's due to the latest version of Windows causing people to blue screen, which you can imagine about 2 people are happy about. And that's the people who released the fucking update. She chose that place. She's not kept as a prisoner. She just likes to stay away from all the other people. So, you know, she's nice and cozy there, I guess. See the blue screen? My computer never has had a blue screen before. Never, ever, ever. Not until like the last couple updates that they've done, and now it's all the time. All the fucking time. Windows 10. I haven't moved to Windows 11 because I don't need to. I was stuck on... Not stuck, but I chose to stay on Windows 7 for ages. The only time I only stopped was because they changed... Oh, ESO Rich Planet, we need that. What was it? Because it was like they were stopping the support of it, so I figured I should, you know, I'm gonna have to. But yeah, apparently Windows 11 is shit. I don't really know. No probs. Yeah, well, it's so mine's always updating. Always fucking updating. And I think it's got something to do with... So the stuff that I was looking up was... Your Windows is basically forcing a blue screen on me to update this stuff because I'm refusing to. The updates take too long. They don't do anything. They, in fact, more often than not, mess with stuff. Which then causes problem. Mostly from the fucking... For the stream is what I've found. Every time I have an update is usually when something goes wrong with the stream. Almost without fail. Laptop, PC is fine. Yeah. I wish there was a more... like an alternate thing that I could use and that wasn't... Everything else wasn't so reliant on. Jesus. No, I tried, like, just turning them off fully or what, but they just don't want you to have any sort of control on it. And it's, like, I don't think I've ever talked to anyone who's been happy about a Windows update. It's ridiculous. But it also seems like it knows when I'm not really using it, so the blue screens only tend to happen when I'm not constantly touching the computer. So, like, fingers crossed anyway. So far, it hasn't happened while we've been streaming or playing games or whatever. But when I've got it just on with background noise, that's when it seems to fail. And that's just as annoying as a lot of, if not at all, you know. Yeah, I think that's what I'm hearing from a lot of people, that they're just not going to bother. It's too disruptive. Why on earth would you choose to migrate to Windows 11 if the risk is that it can mess with so much stuff on your that you've got set up already? I don't see the point. Sound stops working completely. Yeah. It's like, it's just... How can you have this... I know an operating system is a very complex thing. I get it. I'm smooth-brained. I couldn't make one. But... Why with every update does something go wrong? Like, if you're literally losing sound every update, that's kind of something of a vital thing to have on your laptop. Jesus, and PC and whatever else. Ridiculous. People do that. Yeah, that is literally the only incentive, that it's free. Advanced training. Is that Reef? Yeah, there we go. The only incentive is that it's free. There's nothing else appealing about upgrading to the next Windows. Nothing at all. Extended fuel cells. Yeah, we'll get that one. Mass Effect based weapon technology. Guess we'll get the. That definitely seems the caution side on that makes me think that one's going to be bigger. We'll just get all these. There we go. Cool. Let's talk to Morden after his traumatic event.
Still hard to believe Malin betrayed me. Betrayed my work. Disgusted by his actions. Proud of his nerve, though. Almost thought he lacked backbone. Shame I had to kill him. Might have made a good member of the team.
Yeah, they only released it last year, I think. But it's just been like a constant. So I get notifications saying, "Hey, you should upgrade to Windows 11." It's like, no, fuck off.
You're really at peace with what happened?
Yes.
Every game needs Windows. Yeah, I don't. Gaming on Linux isn't exactly the next best thing, is it? Virus, it does. Yeah, it really does.
Spend time reminiscing.
So you really don't feel bad at all about what happened on Tuchanka?
Yes, correct. Now at least. Greatly distressed at the time. Stages of grief, loss, anger, rationalization. Dealt with it. Most issues settled on Tuchanka, some on shuttle back to Normandy.
Jesus.
Malin didn't seem like he processed his emotional response. He was obsessed with the genophage.
True, didn't mean to imply that Solarians were healthier emotionally. They still make wrong choices, bad decisions from grief, anger, guilt. Malin.
I was compatible so you don't get that message. Good, yeah, that's good.
Wish I'd seen it. Solarians still feel, just resolve it quickly. Explains lack of marriage, can't sustain courtship emotions, or perhaps based on reproduction. Unsure.
Right.
What about Malin's data on the genophage? His attempts at a cure?
What about it? Have it over there somewhere. Not dealing with it now. Need to focus on collectors. Not important now, regardless. Appreciate you helping me back on Tuchanka. Should get back to work. Wasted enough time already. Lots to do. Talk later?
Okay. We'll probably have to leave it at that tonight. I don't have a super huge amount of time. We might go and get started with Tally's stuff and then call it. I'll be able to stay on a lot longer tomorrow night though. It's just I sort of need to get this stuff done for tomorrow afternoon. Oh, wrong place. So yeah, we'll go and get this started and then we'll call it there. It's my life at the moment. Rushing for shitty fucking reports until I eventually go and play in traffic. Or drop a nothing. Oh, I got a lot more fuel now. I think we'll play this again tomorrow. Just, you know, make some progress at least. And if I get time sometime tomorrow, I might go and... Oh, no, we won't be able to. Never mind. Sometime between now, tomorrow, and the next time we play this, I'll do some more mining, so we don't have to do any more on the stream. Because it's a very slow, long, and laborious process. Okay. Alright, what's... Oh! Okay, I like that one. It's a little strange, but I like it. What about you? Oh, see, just a color change. Sure. Hopefully that ends up being as useful as it seems. We can get some health back from our enemies now. And we'll grab the cane. Might change that back to that. You can have that and that. Have that and yeah, that. I know, right? God, those were the days, wasn't it, when we were doing 6 hours a day Ugh. Oh. Crispy. I didn't have a job. It's beautiful.
There is considerable geth activity and an environmental hazard. Solar output has overwhelmed Hastrom's protected magnetosphere. Exposure to direct sunlight will damage fields.
Great. What was it? It was like 9 until 5? Was that what we were doing? God, good times. Just double check. Or was it later than that? 12 to 6? Something like that, wasn't it? I would like to get back to doing that. Just, you know, at some point. When it's a little more viable. Okay, yeah. Again, sorry for being late and sorry for leaving so early, but you know how it is. I'll be back hopefully on time tomorrow. I should get everything done tonight, and then we can do a bit of a longer one then, because I don't think I'm working on Thursday. Don't think. Anyway, it's fine. So yeah, in the stream, no worries, Juliet. Thanks for being here. So yeah, you guys enjoy the rest of your day or night, whichever it is. Stay safe, and I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully. Okay. Bye bye.